Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NVCN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where the green and red line annotations are coming from. And, definitely a nice day here, which may sound crazy, but I'll explain that in a second. And that is kind of what makes the chart tricky from a presentation standpoint, because there is a whole lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 2 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. But if you care about the big picture of things, then the bulls are still in full control. Yeah, I get it. There was a pullback today, but again, big picture being the key word. And that's just today, right? When you look at multiple days, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And when you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. And I'm going to be talking about things from the big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a much different strategy and outlook going into the trade. So before anything else, I want to do a little house cleaning here and get rid of these lines there and there. Yes, they both pertain to the chart, but they're not really relevant. And from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing clutter and confusion. So I want to try to just keep this analysis as clean as possible. First update, though, that needs to be made comes from a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So going forward, if the price can stay above $1.70, that would be a great sign of strength. But taking a step back and looking at the big picture of it all, that is where the purple line here comes into play, the 50-period simple moving average. As the name implies, this is a moving average, meaning that purple line is going to move higher and higher as time goes by. So if you're somebody that does just care about the grand scheme of things perspective, the easiest way to just measure the strength or lack thereof of the current price movement is simply put, as long as the price stays above that purple line as the line itself moves itself upwards, then the bulls are in full control, no questions asked. What about areas of resistance? Given the big price movement today, definitely another level of resistance needs to be noted. Short-term level, I'm going to call right there at $1.77, and then after $1.77, key overall one up there at the $1.88 mark. So anyway you slice it, good solid day. The bulls still have an opportunity to build that higher low, and that's what you want. Higher lows over time, and you're going to continue to get this long-term uptrend that's been under construction for the past couple of weeks. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.